Hello everyone, welcome back to Placement Buddies. Let me welcome you all to another episode of Let's Hear from the Experienced, and today we have among us a very special guest, Sunetra, who is placed in Deloitte USA. Hello Sunetra, welcome to Placement Buddies.
Hello Saleh, how are you?
I am good. So Sunetra, हमारे ऑडियंस को अपने बारे में कुछ बताओ.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Sunetra Pal, hailing from Agartala, Tripura. I did my graduation from NIT Agartala in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Currently, I am working as a RFA Associate Software Engineer in Deloitte USA. My hobbies are traveling, dancing, gossiping, and exploring every new things I come across in my life.
And adding to that, guys, Sunetra is a multi-talented girl and she is a very good dancer. So जिसको भी डांस सीखना है, you can contact Sunetra.
My pleasure.
So Sunetra, Deloitte के बारे में बात करते हैं. When did Deloitte came to our campus and like what was the eligibility criteria?
Okay, so Deloitte visited NIT Agartala in a pool campus drive along with NIT Silchar in the month of September 2020. Okay. So the eligibility criteria for the profiles were 6.5 CGPA with no active backlogs.
Okay. And कितने प्रोफाइल के लिए Deloitte रिक्रूट कर रहा था and what were those?
Deloitte initially एक ही रोल दे रहा था and वो रोल था टेक्नोलॉजी एनालिस्ट in risk and financial advisory domain. Later then one more job profile named analytics specialist assistant was also added there. I was hired as a technology analyst, but later on मेरा प्रोफाइल चेंज करके मुझे associate software engineer का रोल ऑफर किया गया था. As of now, I started my work with manual testing. Hope to explore more in the recent future.
Yeah, sure. So Sunetra, can you explain the selection process for both the profiles in Deloitte?
Yeah, for both the profiles, the selection process was a bit different. For my profile, technology analyst initially, so there I faced the first round was an online test, which was held in MCAT platform. There I had the aptitude reasoning type questions for the first round. There are 7 sections totally. Okay, I had to face 7 rounds of tests back to back. There first round was quantitative reasoning, second was logical reasoning, third was verbal ability, fourth was HTML, fifth was pseudo type questions for programming knowledge, and then SQL was there, Java was there. So these 7 sections were there, and everything was in MCAT platform. And this was the first round. And for analytics specialist assistant, for the assessment test, the test was held in MCAT platform only. But in that test, only 3 sets were there, like quantitative, logical, verbal. Okay, so this was the difference between both the profiles. And then I had to face one interview, which is a technical round. In the technical round, after the technical round, I had to face a managerial round, which is a technical plus HR round. Okay. So total 3 rounds of interviews.
Right. So Sunetra, as you mentioned, there were 7 different rounds in the online test: quantitative, verbal, logical. So how did you prepare for those alag rounds? Like from where did you prepare yourself for the quantitative and then logical, verbal, Java, HTML, etc.?
I had knowledge in HTML. Okay, so I studied a bit since my 3rd year. So I learned that, and for Java, jitna tha, matlab with experience it had a put on my shoulder. And then जो था तुम्हारा वो quants and logical and verbal, वो मैंने India Big से किया. India Big is a very good platform for the preparation. It gives a very shortcut methods also for you to prepare for the exams, and all this, and all the preparations was normal.
All right. So like difficulty level, questions की difficulty level कैसा था? Was it like moderate or kind of?
Deloitte emphasizes more on the candidates who are fluent in English. So it gives a very top edge to the speaking professionals who speak good. So the verbal was a bit tough, and quants was medium, moderate level, and logical was also moderate. One more important thing was the time management.
Right.
As more sections were there, more than 7, like near about 7 sections were there. So a thing comes like कब खत्म होगा ये paper, अब अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. प्रेशर हो रहा है बिकॉज एक के बाद एक आ ही रहा है सो वी नीड टू बी द कूल इन दैट सिनेरियो.
एग्जैक्टली सो आई हैव ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्व दिस थिंग लाइक MCAT प्लेटफॉर्म में जितने भी टेस्ट हुए हैं इंग्लिश का थोड़ा रहता है, मतलब इट्स अ बिट हेक्टिक. वो इंग्लिश वाला सेक्शन थोड़ा कंप्लीट करना विद अ गुड लाइक क्लियरिंग द कट ऑफ एंड ऑल, वो थोड़ा हेक्टिक होता है. सो जो दूसरे प्रोफाइल के लिए आया था उसमें सिर्फ क्वांटिटेटिव लॉजिकल और रीजनिंग थे, लॉजिकल रीजनिंग और वर्बल थे. सो आफ्टर दैट लाइक वंस यू गाइज क्लियर द ऑनलाइन टेस्ट यू वेर कॉल्ड फॉर द टेक्निकल इंटरव्यू. सो इंटरव्यू राउंड 1 में किस टाइप की क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए थे?
इंटरव्यू राउंड में मुझे पहले ये पूछा कि मेरा ग्रिप किस में है, ठीक है. देन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आई आंसर्ड about my strengths and my weaknesses. So then they just gave me like overall edge to what I've studied. Okay, so they didn't ask me anything which I was which was supposed to be unknown to me. Okay, they just wanted to know how much I know from my syllabus, from my journal. Okay, that was their target to extract from me. So they did that well, and after the first round I got selected for the next round.
Yeah, so in the last round, which was supposed to be the managerial round, technical plus HR, what type of questions were asked and like how did you approach?
So in the second round I was asked about the basic questions which I mentioned in my CV from my projects and my genre, my branch, in fact the interviewer asked me questions from my branch subjects too. Okay, so the wavelength was also asked as I am from electronics. Wavelength of many things, many equipments was asked, and also they asked me to write some codes from the computer science background. So after that I have qualified that round and I moved to the next round. Next round was a tech managerial round.
Right. So after that what happened in the last round?
And the last round was a HR included tech managerial round, you can say. So I was asked to write some code by the interviewer. Then she asked me to give some analysis about something. She asked me to solve a puzzle, and then she asked me some basic HR questions. That's it. That was the interview.
So puzzles बहुत लोग interview में expect नहीं करते. From where did you learn, like from where did you prepare your puzzles and like how did it help you in the interview?
Geeksforgeeks is a very good platform. You can go from there.
Right.
You can get everything over there. Just go with that.
As you said, resume shortlisting हुआ था, उसके बाद you were asked questions from the resume. So how to prepare resume for a consulting company like Deloitte?
Whatever I did, that was constant in my every resumes. Okay, so as my profile was a bit variety of things, so I didn't like to remove anything from that, because everything went in from somewhere to other based on my profile. So what happened in Deloitte, initially I uploaded my original CV, which was also a one-page CV as from the basic template, but Deloitte mentioned that they will provide as a template. We need to just fill that template and we need to fill it up. Okay, so I did it accordingly, and everything, like whatever I wrote in my CV, each and every column was mentioned in the template. So that was not an issue, and nothing like for a consulting company you need to give something extra, nothing like that. So if whatever you did, just mention that, and be sure that at least something from the CV conveys to your role which you are offering, like which you are applying for.
Right. So Sunetra, since you have already started working from home for Deloitte, so what do you think, why should anyone join Deloitte? What are its specialities and all?
Okay, so the Big Four, as you all know, the Big Four is the nickname used to refer collectively to the 4 largest professional services networks in the world, which consists of global accounting networks such as Deloitte, Ernst & Young, KPMG and PwC. Okay. Yeah. So what can give you a more effective reason to start your career with when you get an opportunity to work in the Big Four? Okay, so the firm's dedication in creating an environment where inclusion, diversity also, like diversity and corporate social responsibility are top priorities. So Deloitte is very diverse in its culture, and you will get to meet a variety of people there, empowered well-being, and you will definitely get a chance to boost up your leadership quality and learning and development skills.
Exactly. So as you mentioned, you you have learned or you have gathered all your skills related to like HTML, say Java, and other things. So when did you basically started your preparation in those technologies, and what was your roadmap?
Okay, so HTML was not that deep preparation from my side, but I just wanted to cover up the topics which sometimes company asks. Okay, at least the basic knowledges. So in what happened in an MCQ question, you don't need to answer like know everything about that question if it is not an exception. Okay. So if you have the basic idea, you can solve, at least you have some idea to how to solve the question. So I just had a look over that, and I like HTML I learned in class 9 once I started, then I left it, and then again I started it over from third year. Okay, that I did, and Java from third year only, and Java, C++, and which I usually prefer coding in C++. Okay, so Java and C++ I did from there, and that's all.
Right, and as you already said that you were asked questions from your department as well. इसी से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की कोर क्वेश्चंस भी पूछ रहे थे. तो बहुत लोगों का ये मिसकंसेप्शन होता है कि इफ इट्स नॉट अ कोर कंपनी देन वी विल नॉट बी आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम आवर ब्रांच. सो हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इट इज फॉर जूनियर्स टू go through their core subject questions?
See, when you are applying for a company, the most important thing which they expect from you is whatever task you are doing that efficiently.
Right.
एक कैंपस हायर से, एक न्यू हायर से कंपनी की यही उम्मीद रहती है कि वो जो भी कर रहा है वो एटलीस्ट सही से कर रहा है, क्योंकि अगर उनके पास कोई प्रायर एम्प्लॉयमेंट कुछ नहीं होता नहीं है, ऑक्यूपेशन वगैरह कुछ एक्सपीरियंस वगैरह, ठीक है, तो वो वही एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि हम जो पढ़ रहे हैं वो अच्छे से पढ़ रहे हैं कि नहीं. अगर पढ़ ही नहीं रहे तो पास कैसे हो रहे हैं, पास ही नहीं हो रहे तो कंपनी कैसे ज्वाइन करेंगे.
right.
तो वो लोग इनिशियली वही चाहते हैं कि हम जो भी कर रहे हैं अच्छे से करें. सो दे आस्क, एटलीस्ट दे ट्राई टू गेट सम आइडिया अबाउट व्हाट वी आर स्टडिंग एंड आर वी स्टडिंग दैट एफिशिएंटली और नॉट.
Exactly.
So at least whatever you are studying, study that minutely and get that truth your mind. That's
yeah, right. There is no need of becoming a bookworm. Like keep your concepts and basics clear, and that's it. You are ready to go.
See, a single person cannot be versatile in every way. Okay.
Exactly.
But you should, at least a single person can have some basic strong genres to study on. Okay. So it's better to have an idea about that.
Yeah. So Sunetra, what are the importances of projects? Projects CV में होना और interviewer के सामने वो effectively present करना कितना important है?
See, whatever you are studying in your graduation or whatever you are studying, that is your academics, okay? But projects are something where you get to apply those knowledges which you are get by studying. Okay, so कंपनीज के लिए एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज हो जाती है कि वो बच्चा प्रोजेक्ट कैसे कर रहा है, क्योंकि प्रोजेक्ट में वो अपना नॉलेज को यूज करके प्रोजेक्ट बनाता है. तो उसके पास कितना नॉलेज है और कितना यूज कर पा रहा है उस प्रोजेक्ट में वो. सो एक्चुअली फॉर हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस द कंपनीज आस्क यू फॉर प्रोजेक्ट वर्क, एंड उसी में आपका 50% इंटरव्यू खत्म हो जाता है.
एग्जैक्टली. And they also actually tend to check your team management and leadership
qualities and how much you are efficient in being a team.
Exactly. So yeah, these are all like in corporate life it's very essential that you have actually worked in a team or you have led a team. So Sunetra, the profile which you are working right now, what is it all about? क्या responsibilities and roles होते हैं उस प्रोफाइल में?
तो इनिशियली मैं अभी मैनुअल टेस्टिंग में हूँ, ठीक है, एंड उसका फ्यूचर वर्क अभी इतना कुछ तो नहीं पता, जैसे कि मैंने अभी स्टार्ट किया है, तो शायद मुझे और भी कुछ एक्सपीरियंस करने को मिलेगा इन फ्यूचर. सो द थिंग इज, मुझे सीनियर्स मेरे ऊपर इतना ज्यादा प्रेशर नहीं डालना चाहते, तो वो जस्ट बोल रहे कि कूल होके काम करो, बस.
Learning is the key. Like keep learning
is the key.
Yeah, you'll utilize all your.
उसके बाद because and one more thing is Deloitte will give you many opportunities to explore your work on. Okay, they will look after what is your strength. I have one guy in my team only. He in fact works in my team, but he is very good in IoT.
Okay.
Okay, so he makes robots, like that kind of thing, robotic gadgets and all. So that's it. So if your interest is there, you can explore it anywhere.
Okay, Sunetra. So before wrapping it up, do you want to give any tips to our juniors who are going to sit for Deloitte this time?
Tips. Okay. Juniors, I know it's a high time, so all of you will be under huge pressure right now कि मेरे दोस्त का हो रहा है, मेरा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, so always remember, the more rejections you get, the more you get to learn, and the more higher you see and you rise yourself in the ladder check. Okay, so never be demotivated and just go with the flow, and जो भी करोगे मन से करना, because whatever you learn, you will be learning it for life. Never forget that.
Yeah.
And all the best for your placements.
Yeah, so these were the golden words by Sunetra. So Sunetra, again, thanks a lot for giving us time and coming to Placement Buddies. It was my pleasure hosting you for this episode, and we wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.